welcome to Gibbous, a Cthulhu adventure. So I've mentioned that I wanted to cover a Lovecraftian game sometime this year, and time after time plans fell through. First it was called Cthulhu itself, then Sinking City, and the stars have aligned, bringing us Gibbous. So this is a point-and-click adventure, and if you're wondering what's going on with it, we have our three main characters here. And this will explain things far better than I can. You can see I've played through a little bit.
Brothers and sisters, settle! Settle! I come to you this day with great news! My starry disciples, our search is nearly complete! For decades we've toiled and scoured and fished about this wretched continent for that ever-elusive tome, the Grimoire Eternus, the book to end all books, the storied and long-fabled...
The Necronomicon!
Yes, Sister Halo, that's the one. Next time, maybe you let the actual cult leader speak its eternally horrible name, yeah? Thank you. The Necronomicon! Yes! No doubt some among you have questioned its very existence. Our search has been wide and our labor great, with as yet no return. Well, brothers and sisters, it may be that we have come upon its actual location. Brother Bright. Gregory, we talked about this, man. This night, brothers and sisters, our men
And women?
and women are on their way to retrieve that tome as we speak. Is this not what we've been looking for since our establishment is a legitimate death cult?
Yes!
Is it not in our official membership charter?
Yes!
Is it not we who should be the first and only to lay our hands upon it?
Yes!
Shall we let the abominable butcher or other lesser cults get their stinking paws on our glorious bounty now that it is so closely within our reach?
Yes!
No! And with the Necronomicon finally in our hands, nothing will stop the Haunter from regaining his true form. No end to the work!
So where is it?
We have found him, brothers and sisters. The man who will lead us to it. We have found him, and we watch. We watch.
And there you have it. Okay, so I'm just going to do the new game. I'll skip some stuff, but I'll point out others. First, some scenes. Meet our detective.
Read all about it, sir. Hurricane Herbert, storm of the century.
A storm. That's the least of my worries. Change. Everything's changing. Always changing. What's a Joe supposed to do? You take a new case and it's all you can do to be prepared for whatever it throws your way. The only thing you can know is whatever it's tossed at you won't make any kind of sense butt up against the last thing. It's the change, you see. I've been hired to locate some kind of ancient book. Supposed to have inside of it the kind of stuff makes the Joe's guts turn salt and sallow. Real type mystical mumbo jumbo, which I guess explains the weirdo cults popping up all over Darkham. You know something's left of center when the folks hiring you want to keep themselves all secret-like. Cash is cash, though, and I could really use the milk. That something doesn't change. I put some weight on my man in rare and forbiddens. The kind of pressure makes the Joe's stomach jackflip, and he points me at this dark and ancient library. Dark and ancient? Huh. What's not dark and ancient in Darkham? Damn. Most times, the new is just as bad as the old. Sometimes worse. Well, here it is. Miskatonic Library. Not the, friendliest place in town. And this town and Friendly ain't even in the same zip code.
So there you have it. We are now in control of our investigator, Mr. Ktype. You can see that he's hard-boiled. Not like an egg, like a detective. But anyway, you can hit spacebar, see what all you want to interact with. You can interact with, well, you can observe things multiple times. So I'll hit these up a couple times, and then we'll head into the library.
Darkham. Horrible hellhole. Never thought I'd stick around when I came here 23 years ago. She was local, young and unstable, and I was probably too much to handle. Then she left me with an empty bottle of 81 proof and a broken heart. My gut instinct was telling me I could look at everything a second. The brooding, festering horror of the ancient town. Weird, that just popped into my head from nowhere. Not nearly as badly lit as the name would suggest, but more than compensating on the creepy scale.
So I should warn you, at least the prologue is extremely verbose. There's not going to be a lot of room for me to interact with until we get to Buzz's room.
Surprisingly colorful here and there, but I didn't let that fool me. The town had been bubbling with occult activity for a while, and I was about to look deep into it.
So before we say hello to Buzz, let's look around at this bas relief.
They really went out of their way to make this place as creepy as possible. I'll bet the common Joe doesn't even know what a bas relief is.
And finally,
I'd wonder exactly what that bass needs relief from. The oppressive, stagnant atmosphere of Darkham. A trudging, boring life stuck in a library interior. An uncertain future in the face of an uncaring populace. The ridiculousness of this fish pun? I don't know. No one can be Sturgeon. Who gives a carp?
here's one of the most important books you'll ever find if you're into point-and-click games.
It's a dusty old book. Its title's really hard to read. A very convenient treatise on the order voodoo magic ingredients should be used in. Useless garbage.
Not if you're Guybrush Threepwood. So there's an achievement if you examine this throughout the entire alphabetical order. I will go ahead and do it because you might get a good kick out of this.
It's the popular book section. Apparently, all Daniel Maroon novels. You know, Vatican mysteries and all that. Daniel Maroon's anathemic adventures.
B.
Daniel Maroon's blood-boiling baptism.
C.
Daniel Maroon's clerical conundrums.
D.
Daniel Maroon's deacon's debauchery. Sounds spicy.
E.
Daniel Maroon's Eucharistical enigmas.
F.
Daniel Maroon's Fathers in Fedoras. My personal favorite.
And we can all see why.
Daniel Maroon's Gibbous Gospel.
That sounds promising.
Daniel Maroon's Hymn Hunting. I hear it's a snoozer. Daniel Maroon's Improbable Iconostasis. Daniel Maroon's Jumpin' Jerusalems. It was his first foray into comedy. Still sold a heap, though.
But a heap of what?
Daniel Maroon's Cryptic Cloisters. He was reaching. Daniel Maroon's Lengthy Litany. 4,200 pages. Ouch. Daniel Maroon's Menacing Monastery Mystery. Daniel Maroon's Nuns and Nooses. Oh boy.
So we were at N,
Daniel Maroon's Presbyterian Perils.
and we skipped O.
Daniel Maroon's Queer Clephotic Quests. Sounds particularly exciting. Daniel Maroon's Reliquary Rapture. Daniel Maroon's The Sacramento Sacrament. Daniel Maroon's Theological Tenebra. Daniel Maroon's Unholy Unctions. Daniel Maroon's Vinci's Vengeful Vigils. That makes no sense.
We're up to W,
Daniel Maroon's Warring Worshippers.
and here's the good news.
No entry for X or Y. Can't blame him.
And finally,
And finally, Daniel Maroon's The Zesty Zealot.
that will give you the OC Detective achievement. So we need to examine this.
It's like that strange, tentacled beast is watching me. That thing is very unnerving.
You get used to it.
I feel like poking it in its plaster eyes. That desk is literally blocking my access to knowledge.
Get it? Because we're surrounded by books? Eh? Eh?
A little on the plain and ugly side, too.
You didn't have to go that far, Don. Anyway, here we have a lot of scenes.
If my detective cylinders aren't misfiring, that's gotta be the librarian.
You could just be an unpaid intern.
Who would grab and stick to this kind of job in this kind of place? They must have fishhooked them. Free internet'll do that to a Joe.
Indeed it will.
This librarian looks a few centuries short of the age requirement.
He'll get there in time.
Evening.
Good evening, sir.
So, how's things in the library business?
Can't complain. It's a living.
Those electronic books hitting you folks hard these days?
Nah, not really. People don't tend to read much at all anymore, so it's all the same to us.
Interesting library you got here. Is it old?
Yeah, pretty old.
It's old, huh? How old?
Like really, really old. You might even say it's ancient.
Ancient, huh? How ancient?
Well, it was established by one Jeremiah Orne in, 18... really, really long time ago.
Huh. Thanks for the info.
Sure.
The name's Ktype. Don Archetype. Here to see about a book.
Well, you've come to the right place.
Yeah. It's called the Necronomicon. Do you have it?
Oh, that book. Yeah. Let me check. Yeah, they're all lent. All versions of it.
There's more than one?
Why, sure, you've got your... Oh, wait, you're talking about the real Necronomicon, aren't you? Yeah, no, sorry, that doesn't actually exist.
Doesn't exist, huh? My employer seems to think otherwise.
An ancient grimoire full of arcane writings that could summon powerful demonic entities and potentially fold reality onto itself? We don't really carry that kind of stuff here. Chances are, it's nothing but a myth, Mr. Ktype.
You, wouldn't happen to be intentionally trying to conceal it from me, would you?
I'm just a librarian, sir. As far as I know, the real Necronomicon is a myth. Sorry to disappoint you. You haven't been the first to come and ask about it, and you probably won't be the last. Definitely our most popular inexistent book.
Who else has been interested in it?
Everyone, from excitable teenagers to these freaky cultist types that seem to crop up everywhere in the last few months. Just when you thought Darkham couldn't get any weirder, these clowns come along and prove you so wrong.
So real quick to explain a little bit more, there are libraries where people have access to the card catalogs and stuff, and they will actually put in entries for the Necronomicon. More times than not, it's usually checked out by someone named Abdul Al-Hazred. Wonder who that could be, you know?
What can you tell me about these cultists?
Well, they come in all shapes and sizes, can't really tell them apart. I mean, it's not like they waltz in here dressed up in ceremonial robes or anything, but you can tell from the way they speak, they're not all there.
No such thing as the Necronomicon, you say? Mind if I, snoop around your collections a little while?
I don't mind personally. You'd have to talk to Mr. Orne about the rare books department, though. At the moment, he's really busy with some new arrivals upstairs, so you'd have to wait a while. But, sir, waste of time, really. That book is just a legend. An ugly, ugly legend.
Aren't you a bit young to be a librarian?
Look, I can tell you come from a different era, but between you and me, that's straight up ageist.
Oh, really? And that, different era business ain't?
Touché, Mr. Ktype. I'm a student, it's a job, it's quiet, it pays the bills.
Aren't you a bit too old to be a student?
I like the cut of your jib. That's something your type would say, right?
My type? Now look here, son.
There it is again.
Ugh. I didn't catch your name, Mr.
Kerwin. Buzz Kerwin.
That's an interesting surname and an accent that I can't quite place.
Yeah, I'm half Romanian. My mom was born in Transylvania. I kept her family name because it sounds cool, you know?
Never get teased because of that?
No. For Buzz, on the other hand, plenty.
All right, Mr. Kerwin. I guess I'll have to wait.
So if you're not aware, the game was developed by Romanians. That's why you'll get quite a few references here and there. So anyway, you'll see the purple arrow telling you can leave the library. There isn't really anything else for us to do here. You can examine a couple things, but the important thing is the Voodoo and the Daniel Maroon books. Thing on the doorstep.
There's a thing on the doorstep there. Looks like a package. It ain't for my nose, but I could pass it on to the librarian.
Or is it, Don? Or is it? So anyway, the middle mouse button is how you open your inventory. Here you go, Buzz. I'm sure nothing bad will happen with this.
I found this thing on the doorstep. Were you expecting a package?
No, not really. Let's see it. There's a note here. Oh, it's for you.
For me? What does it say?
Too long have you meddled in our business, K-type. Here's your chance at a bright future for a change. Mhahahahahaha. Is it me, or is this thing ticking? Mr. K-type! He's gone.
Was that you making all that racket, Kerwin?
No, Mr. Orange, sir. Someone set off a bomb in here. I was about to call the police.
Nonsense! You call this a bomb? You should have seen Dresden, son! Now that was some firepower right there! Clean up a little, will ya?
Okay, sir.
Harsh critic, man. So anyway, let's take a look at the shoe.
It's Mr. K-type's shoe. Well, I feel like I should call him Don now that we've been through this together. It's Don's shoe.
What kind of shoe?
It's Don's shoe. It's all he's left behind.
Then we better keep it as a memento, so that we never forget him. Anyway, why is this glowing?
Well, at least that thing took some damage. I think it's a little loose now. There's a weird glow emanating from behind it. What the... It's sure to fall off and kill someone whenever the next earthquake hits.
So just be aware there's going to be a lot of scenes right here.
I just realized how long I've actually wanted to do this. Don sends his regards, Ugly.
Unleash your inner random task. What do we have here?
Is this what Don was after? This looks nothing like the other editions. Creep factor just went up 200%. Who would hide it up there? And why?
Doesn't look
You're
like...
coming with me, weird book.
It doesn't look like it's made out of human flesh.
Well, I never thought I'd actually say this, but the Necronomicon feels weird in my pants. Oh boy, what an evening. Think, boss, think! Don's been kidnapped, the police are a bunch of corrupt and incompetent tools, what do I do? Well, Orrin can close up for the night, things are way too messed up to stick around. The best thing to do is retreat to the bus cave, clear my head, and see what this strange book is all about. Okay, safely home. What the hell was all that about? Is this really happening? Am I really talking out loud to myself? What is this book? God, I need to stop talking to myself. I sound crazy. Kitty, should I open this thing and see what's written in it? What do you say? You're a lot of help. Okay, might as well take a peek. Ia, kashaptu zidinjir kampa, per Adonai Methatron. What the? This is genuinely becoming really scary now, and I'm all alone. What do I do, Kitty? God, I wish you could talk back for once. Okay, I know I've been saying everything felt weird before, but that was really, really weird. Something feels very different now.
As much as I hate agreeing with you, something does feel very different now.
I know, right? Maybe reading that out loud wasn't such a good idea, huh?
It sure seems so.
Right? I mean... Whoa, wait! Are you actually talking back to me?
Took you a while, huh? I feel like we were in a much more productive place a few moments ago. You know, analyzing the situation. Maybe working toward a solution? You talk! I stand corrected. You seem to have a firm grip on the situation.
But how?
You just read an incantation, and then wished out loud that I could talk back. So...
This is wrong. This can't be happening. This is wrong. Wait, I know. I'll just find the spell or whatever it is and reread it and reverse this. That should work, right?
You're not really expecting any kind of relevant answer from me, are you?
Right. I mean... Oh, what the... It's gone! I can't find it anywhere! This was definitely the page I read it from, but there's different text on it now. What the... Should I read it out loud? Wait, sorry, I wasn't considering your point of view here. Do you want to be a...
Talking cat? Please don't take this the wrong way, but that's a resounding and definitive no. I just don't want your kind of problems, man. My deal is sleeping, eating, and generally being decorative.
I can get behind that. Okay, here goes.
So here we get to make the choice. I don't think any of these do anything, but let's see.
Balagu beldirigu baga ka kampa. I wish Kitty would go back to normal. Did it work?
Darn it, can't even meow right anymore. I think it's safe to say it hasn't.
Oh boy, this is a problem. By the way, Kitty, nice to meet you?
We've known each other for years, dude.
Kitty, is that what I call you?
Haven't you been doing it for years already? Dumbest name possible if you ask me, but I don't care either way. I don't need one.
So, are you gonna stick around?
No, I'm gonna walk the earth like Caine in Kung Fu. You'll stick around and undo this. You really think I want to be like you for the rest of my life?
That's gotta be racist or something.
We're not even the same species. We need to find a way to reverse this, so get to thinking.
Yeah, you're right. I'm on it.
So that Kung Fu thing is kind of obscure because I'm pretty sure that's even before my time. Oh boy. I don't even think that Carradine is even still alive anymore. I don't even remember which one it was. David, maybe?
That's Ron Dilbert.
Huh, here I thought it was Ron Gilbert.
Never pay more than $20 for a computer game.
They're not toys, okay? I don't play with them.
Well...
I don't like this new situation at all.
Please don't drag me into your immaturity.
But as you can see, Kitty can help you examine stuff now.
Scenic Transylvania. That's where my roots are.
Kitty,
Yeah, pretty. Let's move on.
how harsh.
That's Kitty. Kitty. Yeah, I know. Not the most imaginative name.
Totally understandable.
Really?
Yes, really. If I were called Buzz, I'd be reluctant to get creative when naming anyone, too.
Touché, pussycat.
It'd be one thing if your real name was actually Edwin or something, but it's not.
It's an embarrassing baby picture. Move on.
My tablet. It's been charging for 2 days now. I don't think I'll bother her about it.
So one of the items we need is in the oven.
It's our oven. I'm deathly afraid of it. Long story.
Kitty.
Hey, Kitty, think you can open that oven for me real quick and take a peek inside?
Sure thing, boss. As soon as I grow opposable thumbs, you're gonna have to man up and do it yourself. Come on, Buzz. You can do it, dude.
I can?
Yeah, it's just fear. Stupid fear.
Yes, and fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger?
Open the damn oven, Kerwin!
Yeah, yes, yep,
Thank you, Kitty.
I did it! Hey, and there's Lemon's key. Oh, and there's a cookie in here. A suspicious one.
I did not find a use for the cookie yet. Sure.
Yeah, I think I'll take it. You know, for sustenance.
Ugh, I would not recommend you eat that.
I'll take it either way.
You'll find out more about that in a moment. But first, there's an achievement if you get something out of the fridge.
That's our tiny fridge.
Kitty,
Nah, I can open it myself.
do it, Kerwin. Work
Hey,
those thumbs.
it's not completely empty. It's a can of Dr. Fisher, produced exclusively with fish materia water. That ensures my lips will never go anywhere near it.
Kitty,
She's not into sodas.
never know until you try, Kitty.
Gonna grab this.
In all seriousness, I think a can of soda would be like torture on a cat's kidneys. Do not give them any.
It's our one and only treasured lighter.
Kitty?
Get it yourself. You're the one with opposable thumbs.
Her and those thumbs, man. She's obsessed.
Gonna grab this for a while. That's been there since Lemon left for that esoteric retreat. I'm frankly afraid to touch it.
Wise choice.
Not on your life, buddy.
Anyway, here you'll learn a little bit about Lemon.
Beyond this impenetrable portal adorned with god-awful decorations lies Lemon's Shangri-La.
Kitty?
I can squeeze under doors. Lemon knows that. He made this door particularly unsqueezable under, remember?
Oh yeah, he did do that.
So if you examine everything a few times, they'll actually do a scene giving you clues and stuff. We're just gonna pop the key.
Lemon's locked the door when he left for that esoteric retreat, and of course he has no phone signal or internet. Great.
Check out the ukulele.
It's one of those tiny cute guitars. It's cute. I don't think she'd be inclined to play that thing.
Right, thumbs.
Oh no, my band days are long gone.
Anyway, one of your clues is here.
It's a book Lemon left open. Let's see here. Page on the left says, a compass is a magnetized pin floating in a solution. It's not the 1700s anymore, Lemon. Jeez, what a Luddite.
Whoops, sorry, wrong page. Other one, Kerwin.
The page on the right says, invisible ink. Use lemon juice to write secret messages on paper. Only you will be able to then read them by bringing the paper close to a source of heat. Note, make that a source of mild heat, not open flame.
Well, that saved us a little bit of confusion.
Oh, that's gaudy. Hey, looks like there's something under this.
Move it yourself, Buzz.
Thanks, Kitty.
What do you know? A pair of scissors.
Never know when you need to cut a sucker.
Of all things whose purpose is to be lit up, this one scares me the least.
What's it smell like, Kerwin?
Patchouli. What else?
Good to know. Kitty?
Do I look like a lighter to you?
Well, the way you're flickering... And now,
Yay!
Kitty told you about her ability.
I have a feeling somewhere inside this horribly over-decorated piece of furniture lies what we're looking for.
Kitty, I choose you. Go!
All right, Kitty. I have a feeling the notebook we're looking for is somewhere inside this locked closet. I can't really think of a way to open it.
Couldn't you just randomly combine some household items into a makeshift key or something?
I'm sure I could, but I was thinking maybe you could shoulder this particular burden.
Let's not make a habit of this. Ugh, this patchouli stink is giving me dizzy spells. Oh, here it is. I haven't done that since I was a kitten. Still got it.
Let's take a look at it, shall we?
The pages are all blank. What am I missing here?
Some lemon juice, but luckily the diary is already covered in it.
Let's moderately heat this baby. Yes! It worked! Lemon, one too many cheesy detective novels. All right, kitty, now let's see this list here. Woo! I think I got it. How's VG for all your supernatural needs sound? And there's the address, we're practically neighbors.
It's the best option we've got so far.
There's something I'm not sure I mentioned before. This detective that was looking for the Necronomicon, Dawn, got kidnapped right in front of me.
Oh right, you've mentioned it, let's go.
But we've gotta try and rescue him.
All right. Do you know who kidnapped him?
I guess we have no lead yet.
Lead. Sam Spade over here. You know how you humans always stereotype us as being selfish?
Sorry about that?
Don't be, because in my case, that's exactly how it is. I'm sorry, but I could give a kitten's fluffy tale about your detective friend. My main worry right now is my own predicament. Why didn't you call the police or something?
Oh, Darkham PD, only the most corrupt and despicable organization in town? Makes these cultists look like fuzzy bunnies nibbling on baby carrots by comparison. No, we're on our own.
Interesting imagery. Anyway, your friend Don's on his own too. It's a catty-cat world out there.
How about we keep him as Objective B, alright?
Whatever makes me A works for me. Let's roll, Marlowe.
And that's the end of the prologue, folks. Now we're into the main game. Chapter 1, Darkham.
Alright, kitty. Looks like we're on a quest together. Any cool battle cry-like words before we embark on it?
I'm a little hungry, and I'm afraid my fur's going to get all matted in these filthy streets. Sorry, you were saying?
I was thinking more like time for, you know, whatever adrenaline-pumping music kids listen to these days.
Time for Bossa Nova!
Let's get on with it.
Rare.
In terms of battle cries, I'm always partial to Spoon, but maybe it's just me.